So Cam, I just saw the Toronto Real Estate Board market report, and I have to admit, the results were much better than I expected.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I was expecting a downturn in number of sales, and in fact, the number of sales was 7,500, just about 7,500, 6% more. I mean,
Yeah,
that was a real surprise.
good month.
And I was also predicting that the number of listings would go up.
Yes.
And they didn't.
No,
So
no.
I think I have to stop predicting.
Exactly.
Unusual market. What
Yeah.
can I say?
Unusual market, yeah. No, it was certainly stronger than both you and I had thought. Alex, 7,500 sales, that's great, up 6%. Average price as well, up 3.5%. So price is good, and as
Yeah.
you said, the inventory didn't increase. It's about the same as it was the year before, and which is about 2.5 months worth of supply. So still overall, that's a seller's market. That number. So
and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
totally crazy.
yeah.
I was really expecting more listings, fewer sales. But we do have those three different markets happening, which
Yeah.
is a seller's market in some areas, a balanced market in others, and in some areas a buyer's market.
Absolutely.
But those areas are really few and far between.
Yeah.
I was also seeing that in the city of Toronto, the average days on the market was 20 days, and the property sold within 99% of ask price.
Price. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
with the East End, properties, 102%,
Oh, okay.
which is the
Yeah.
East End
Yeah,
has a
interesting,
lot
yeah.
of sales.
Yeah.
And the West End is very strong as well.
As well.
So the sales are happening, and I think it's just going to continue on into November and December.
Yeah. You know what? Interest rates are up a bit, obviously, this
Right.
year. A bit unanticipated, I think, for most people. And most likely they'll probably go up a little bit more. Who knows for sure? But certainly that would be the likelihood, up a little bit more. You and I were chatting just about mortgages, and
Right.
good conversation, to talk with prospective buyers now is, maybe they do want to get in and buy now, so there is still time to purchase a home before the end of the year. But also on the mortgage front, we're talking about locking in a rate, right?
Correct.
So a lot of the financial institutions will sure give you 90 days, maybe even 120 days to lock in a rate. So certainly if they're in the market, they're serious, want to purchase, that's a great strategy and a good conversation for our salespeople
To have with
So,
buyers.
absolutely.
Sign them up under
Yeah.
a buyer's agreement
Yeah.
and get them qualified with a commitment, and that'll lock in rates into the new year. That's
Absolutely.
a
Yeah.
great suggestion.
Yeah, that's good.
What are you seeing in the number of sales in the next 2 months?
Yeah, I think it is going to slow. I mean, with interest rates possibly rising, we may be surprised too for the next few months. So last year there was strength because they were introducing the mortgage change, the stress test rules on
Correct.
January 1st. So
Yep.
there was a number of purchasers who got into the market and bought before year end. And I think that may be what's happening now. You've got people anticipating possibly further interest rate increases. So they're purchasing. We don't have snow on the ground or anything, so it's still not a bad time to see homes. And I think that's what's happening. So I think November we might be surprised as well. Maybe, yeah. So,
I'm
yeah.
not making any more predictions.
Exactly, yeah.
But I do know that there's going to be probably, another prediction,
Yeah.
probably at least 6,500 listings sold.
Yeah.
Another 5,000 in December.
December, yeah.
So we're looking at 11, 12,000 listings sold. There's another, for every listing sold, there's a buyer. So we're looking at 24,000 total transactions.
Yeah.
We also know a lot of the part-time agents have given up.
Yeah.
And we also know a lot of other full-time agents are starting to make their Christmas plans because you don't want
Starting
to
to
start
take some
working now because
time off, yeah. Yeah.
Christmas is coming.
Yeah.
So even though there's 24,000 sales, it's going to be spread around fewer agents.
Yes.
So having that information, what would be our advice to our agents?
Absolutely. So stay active. This is not the time to become inactive. Be there. There'll be fewer competitors in the marketplace, and it's a good time to have some extra sales this year and also to get your activities in for next year to start with a good, strong start in 2019.
Right.
Yeah.
So if I could add to that, if they haven't already planned their Christmas holidays, now's the time to plan them.
Yeah.
Buy your tickets. And work until the day before you leave.
Absolutely.
And if you haven't seen your clients, get some calendars, go and visit your clients in person,
Yeah.
drop off the calendars, I think there's another 2-3 deals per person that our
Just
agents
by doing
can make.
that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All in all, it's a pretty decent market, which bodes well for us and for 2019 as well.
It does. Exactly, Alex.
Okay.
Yep.
Another looking good.
Looking good. Exactly.